Hello everyone, this is Mr. Informal giving you the new podcast 125. Yes, you heard that right, 125 for this Mr. Informal podcast. I go by the name of Mr. Informal. Hope you are doing well today, being safe, being cautious. Apparently, this thing is not over yet, and I'm speaking about the coronavirus. But first, don't forget to add me on Instagram, MISTERINFORMAL. Check out my website. Got some good texts and blogs and fashion blogs in there, and also some items that you can shop. That's mrinformal.com, MRINFORMAL.com. So, what are the topics for this 125 podcast? Number one, everyone seems to be getting in fast delivery. Same day, people are every one of these companies are doing fast delivery, and I have a big problem with that. Number two, shopping days. Yes, Christmas Day is upon us, so shopping days is coming. Number three, the designer, the founder, the president, Kenzo Dies. And it is a big shocker. Last but not least, since we're in a voting season, voting fashion has shown up. Yes, voting fashion, whether it be streets, the luxury, the runway, all kinds of voting scripts that is showing in different types of media platforms out there. So those are the four topics for this Mr. Informal 125, and so let's go ahead and start the podcast. So for the first topic, in recent news, Bed Beyond partners with Instacart ship for same-day delivery. That's from retaildive.com. Also from retaildive.com, Sephora enlists Instacart for same-day delivery. So everyone wants to do same-day delivery, right? It's almost as if same-day delivery is gonna save the retail store, e-commerce, e-tailers, whatever you want to call them, from this pandemic, and so on. Wrong. My problem with this is that you couldn't do same-day delivery 3 years ago, couldn't do it 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. Why now? I mean, everyone knew that e-commerce was going to be big, very big. I mean, huge. And yet these companies are waiting, what, till 2020 this year? Or maybe, maybe next year, probably Walmart's going to do same-day delivery on 2020. We're probably going to have machines that can teleport items now. That would be pretty cool. I'm waiting for that, but maybe not in my lifetime. But that would be like seconds delivery or minute delivery. But same day delivery. Now, don't get me wrong, better late than never. As you know, UPS, FedEx, probably the post office is gonna raise up this. It's gonna have a surge pricing depending on how busy the season is. Everyone's gonna raise up the price, so they're probably doing this same day delivery. Probably doing with Uber or these food delivery services, whatever you want to call them. And it's not just gonna be Sephora. It's not just gonna be Bed and Beyond. Probably other retailers gonna sign up too. And the thing is that this will make your items much quicker, and obviously you're gonna shop much faster, and you're also gonna have returns too. I mean, when you have these things, a lot of items are gonna be ordered delivery same day, and the customer don't like it, well, they're gonna return it. But like I said in the beginning of this topic, is that my problem is that they could not do this a long time ago, a couple years ago, maybe 5 years ago, when Amazon already have it. Why do you think many people love signing up for Amazon Prime membership? Because the biggest benefit of it is just the fast delivery. dates. You can order now and then you get it the next day. Heck, you can even order in the morning. You can get it later in the afternoon. I mean, I really want to know what made these companies not do the same. Is it because they want to not have a lot of overhead? They want to reduce operation costs. They don't want to. They want to have a higher profit margins. Not only that, you can tell they sign up for Instacart for same-day delivery. These two companies. I'm wondering if there's going to be a legit shipping company that could probably offer it. But the thing is that not every state's gonna have the same-day delivery. If you live in the top 10 biggest cities in America, yeah, you'll have it. But these small towns are not gonna have same-day delivery. They'll never will. So you're probably gonna have next day or the normal 2 days, or it could be 3 days, or it could be a week. And another thing, let's not forget, what about Hawaii? What about Alaska? The last 2 states of America, they're not gonna have same-day delivery unless they have a warehouse there of these items. So it's, look, in the end, I don't. In terms of philosophy, in terms of principle, I don't got a problem with this. But in terms of the idea of coming into fruition, this should have been done a couple years ago. Because now companies are realizing, wait, our customer actually want fast shipping. Well, really? How long did that take you? So again, better late than never. But we'll see how this goes. So on the second topic, shopping days. Amazon Prime Day is coming on mid-October this month. And as usual, it's going to have its competition. Target is going to have their days too. Same week, mid-October, they call it Target Deals. I would not be surprised if Walmart does the same thing. Probably Walmart Deals. Could be Walmart sales day, sales week, whatever. And don't forget, this is not Black Friday. Black Friday is the biggest shopping day in America. And I know Canada has its Boxing Day, but that's a different day. So, shopping days, it's going to be good for consumers. To those consumers who have income to shop. For those of you who do not have a job right now, who is not employed, you're trying to make ends meet, you don't have work because of pandemic, please do not shop. Please do not shop. Please do not shop. Your lives are much more important. Your lives and your family, or whoever your dependent is, or how many dependents you have, it's not worth it. It's not even Christmas. So, I don't even know why you would have to shop on these days. It's not even Christmas yet. So, I assume that this is gonna be ongoing till the next year, or probably infinite. Same thing with Black Friday, same thing with Christmas shopping. It's gonna go on every year, and it's gonna be good when consumers have the money because they can shop. But it's also bad for the environment. Obviously, we are consumers, and consumerism, we are buying too many stuff. We have too many stuff at home. If you already have these items at home, you don't need to shop. So it's good that we're having a lot more competition, competing with Amazon. Certainly, we'll see how these other competitors actually can compete with Amazon shipping. That's the problem. Is that, yeah, you may have better deals, but what about shipping? So we don't know how this will be, or how customers' mindset is going to be as to which company they want to shop at. Do they want to shop at Amazon Prime for its fast shipping? Do they want to shop at Target or Walmart, depending on how fast the shipping is? Again, it really going to depend on customer service and shipping. Most likely, people are gonna go to Amazon due to the customer service, and it's also same day shipping, next day shipping, 2-day shipping. However, given if all price are equal, so we will see, and certainly I'll be on the lookout for that. Maybe there are some better deals that I could see, but competition is always good. So here is a sad story from hypebeast.com, also from Vogue, and also from other fashion news outlet. Designer Kenzo Takada dies of coronavirus, age 81. Yes, you heard me right. Kenzo Takada died of coronavirus. Has died from coronavirus complication, according to a spokesperson of Takada's luxury K3 brand, reported by CNN's. The designer passed away at American Hospital in France, October 4, at age 81. That's pretty sad. That is sad. So Kenzo, very famous fashion brand. If you haven't heard of him, certainly you've been living, or you just not into fashion at all, living under a rock. Kenzo has, to me, I've always taken an original and unique approach. It reminds me of Izumiyaki, original designs, and something very quite noticeable in terms of design features. I know a Kenzo design when I see one. So it's October, not yet December. We're 2 months away from December. This whole pandemic thing is not over. It has affected every type of sector in the world. It doesn't matter who or what, when, and where. Certainly, it has created a ripple effect, and 2020 is certainly a year that will never be forgotten. Kenzo, I've always been a fan of his design. I've never been a fan of prices, but that goes with any type of brand, and so it's quite sad, quite sad. I was a fan of their artwork. I was a fan of their design. I was especially a fan of their menswear. Their menswear to me has always been original, and has a lot of animalistic approach when it comes to patterns. Certainly, whenever you see this big, huge Kenzo brand on a shirt or on a wallet, you know it's Kenzo. But Kenzo also has great accessories. Always been a fan of the accessories, just on the men's side. I don't know about women's side. I prefer the men's accessory side for Kenzo. Now, there are some accessories for women that are great, but I just prefer the men's side. So, certainly the whole fashion world is probably shocked at this news. Certainly I am when I found out. Age 81, certainly lived a long life. I don't know how the future will hold in Kenzo. I'm not sure if he's still designing, but I'm sure he's just probably a creative director. So hopefully, I'm hoping they don't do, this company, Kenzo, does not do what YSL did, taking out the Y and they just put XSL. I don't like that. Hopefully, this brand does not do that. So, the fourth topic and the last topic is, it's voting season, and everybody wants to tell you gotta vote. Voting matters. You don't want to ruin the country. You cannot complain if you don't vote. Voting. You screen print T-shirts. You see in the runways. You see it in media platforms. You see it in accessories. You gotta vote. You see it in whatever fashion you can think of. This always happens in every voting season. It seems like every 4 years, because I'm not sure if you know, but the president of the United States maxes out at 8 years. But to get to those 8 years, the first 4 years he must be re-elected. He cannot, if he loses in his 4 years, then he certainly cannot get to the 8 years. But the maximum terms at 8 years. So you got different celebrities also telling you how to vote. Certainly, the fashion world is also telling you to vote, because I guess voting matters. But to me, I don't understand why, and I'm gonna let you know why this whole voting fashion just irrelevant. Well, for one, whenever there's no deep conversation about voting, especially when you have celebrity endorsements, especially when you have different types of people in the fashion world or even the tech world telling you to vote, there's not much a conversation in terms of why you're voting to this person or what matters. Because as you know, a lot of politicians just lies to you. So me personally, I want to know what this person's going to do in the future, what this person is going to actually accomplish, what this person's purpose is when this person becomes the president. And so those kinds of things are not brought up into these conversations because why? I don't know. Ask these people. And whenever I vote, I always ask myself, okay, what are the few things that this person wants to accomplish during those 4 years? And certainly, obviously, it's kind of hard to tell if that person's going to do it because, again, the politicians lie. So I always think that when these things come up, you always see it everywhere. And when you don't vote for the person that they believe in, suddenly you get into an argument. That is why I feel as though fashion should not get into these voting season, because it's actually quite irrelevant, because no matter who the president is, fashion will always be there. I mean, I'm not sure if any of you know, but I mean, has fashion ever affected a voting numbers? I don't think so. Maybe a celebrity, but not in the world of fashion, not in the world of tech. And I mean, I can go on and on about this, but that is why I found this voting season thing to be irrelevant, because it doesn't take into account that let's have a deeper conversation. If it's only every 4 years, then fashion should have some type of host or panel stating, okay, who is the top, okay, this is what this person does, what can this person do to the environment. I mean, well, how can this person create a law or create something that could reduce the carbon footprint of tech and fashion? So let's have those types of conversations instead of having to always rely upon some rumors or some spoken word, because we are all getting affected by it. I mean, it's not just one group. Every group is being affected. I mean, I'm not sure if you all know, but a president can make an executive law. Now, it has to go through Congress, but it does tell a big story stating that a president does and can execute a certain law. It doesn't mean it's going to pass. But what if it passes? Again, you never know. So in the end, I find that voting, fashion, all this voting, go out and vote, irrelevant to me. I feel as though every person must take responsibility of themselves to do that research. If you truly believe that you want to go out and vote, then go do your research. Don't just go out and follow somebody. And so that concludes this Mr. Informal 125 podcast. I hope you enjoy listening to me. I hope you listen from start to end, and I really appreciate that. Hopefully you are being safe out there. And again, do not forget to add me on Instagram, MISTERINFORMAL, and then check out my website, MRINFORMAL.com. And so again, I hope you be safe, I hope you be well, I hope you be cautious, and please be careful. And so I will see you in the next podcast. Bye bye.